What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a lot to discuss about this WRLD Dead situation, the possible album that they're going to be releasing, all this stuff. But before we start, guys, check out the second channel. We're just over 4.1 thousand subscribers over there. So if you are new here, please make sure to check that channel out. Link to it will be in the description down below. Also follow me over on Twitch. Link to that's in the description down below. And lastly, shout out to all the channel members. But with all this being said, we're just going to dive on into the video. Alright, so like I said, we have a lot to discuss. If you guys didn't see yesterday's video, make sure to check that out because we talked about how No Coaster is going to be officially releasing on Polo G's Hall of Fame Deluxe. We went over a couple things on that video, so make sure to check that out. But as for this, we are officially in juice season, I think. We are getting the rollout for everything. It's finally starting. Now, obviously, I just want to make this very clear that this is not for The Party Never Ends. This is going to be the rollout for the documentary and the documentary soundtrack. So, if you guys don't remember, Bibby tweeted out that we were going to be getting WRLD Dead on November 12th, and then literally right after that, Lucky leaked the song. Well, Bibby tweeted out a few days ago, again, just more lyrics of the song. He said, "You can see the pain of my laugh, demons coming back from the past." This was on November 5th, so 5 days ago. And then yesterday, we got official confirmation that WRLD Dead will be releasing along with the official artwork of the song. They used the 999 Club Instagram account to post WRLD Dead this Friday with the artwork of the song, which honestly is really good. I'm a huge fan of Skylar Graphics, if you guys know who he is. He makes some really dope artworks, and I really like his WRLD Dead artwork, but I think this one's really good as well. If they weren't going to use Skylar's, I think this is probably the next best option to use for an artwork. I'm a really big fan of this. I think this is a really solid artwork compared to some stuff that they've done in the past. Alright, now with that being said, I wasn't going to make a video on this just because all it was just them confirming WRLD Dead officially releasing, but we kind of already knew this just because of the November 12th tweet. I know Bibby deleted that, but there was still a lot of people saying it was going to release, and obviously it still is dropping this Friday, so I wasn't really going to make a video on this, but then something later in the day happened, which is why I want to make this video. If you guys know Danny Wolf, we've talked about him a lot before. Danny Wolf is the producer of Feel Alone, which is one of my grails. If you guys don't know that, Feel Alone and Quitter are my top two grails. Well, Danny Wolf was DM'd, or he posted something on his Instagram story saying album Friday, and then somebody slid up and said, yeah, it's not an album. They put a physical CD thing for the single. Not sure why, but grade A things, you know? So basically what he's talking about is that 999 Club posted on their Instagram story that you can pre-order a WRLD Dead physical CD. There's only going to be 5,000 of these available, and they're all numbered. So make sure to try and get one, because especially if you get the 999 out of 5,000, that will actually probably sell for so much later down the line. But either way, it's kind of weird that they're doing the physical CD just for WRLD Dead. That's just a little red flag. It kind of seems weird that they would do that for a single, but this is kind of where it comes back to the Danny Wolf thing. He said, "Okay, bro," and then someone said, "Word," and then Danny Wolf responded with, "You're wrong, by the way. It's the name of the album. I cleared a song on there." And then in the DMs they responded with, "The album is dropping with the doc," and Danny Wolf said exactly. So what Danny Wolf is saying is that the name of this album is WRLD Dead. This would be a terrible move in the label's part if they did this. Everything so far is so good. This artwork is really good. WRLD Dead is a great drop. This is a good rollout for the documentary. If we don't look at anything for The Party Never Ends, this is a good rollout for the documentary, and I'm excited we're finally getting into it. But if they're actually dropping the album this Friday, for one, don't get me wrong, I will be very excited, but this has to be so unlikely. There's no way that they're dropping the album and the name of the album is WRLD Dead. I also want to point out another screenshot of DMs between Danny Wolf where somebody also slid up on his story and said, "Bro, don't give us false hope. And it's a single, by the way, not an album." And then Danny Wolf responded with, "No, it's not. How are you going to tell me I didn't do the paperwork?" And then the user responded with, "Wait, we talking about Feel Alone?" And then he said, "It's an album, bro." And then he said, "Or WRLD Dead. I mean, you might be right." And then Danny Wolf said, "I'm on the album. Crazy." So I think what Danny Wolf is trying to say is that the album WRLD Dead is dropping this Friday and that he has a song on it, which could be Feel Alone, could be something else. But why would they release this album and just name it WRLD Dead with no promotion for the album, no lead single for the album whatsoever? Don't get me wrong, Juice is going to sell good first week, but we've said this time and time again that why would they not drop singles for something and just drop the album? That's just asking for less sales and just a lower overall first week sales. We saw Legends Never Die do 500,000 units first week with technically 4 singles, but 2 singles that were out for a while before it released with merch bundles. I feel like they would at least minimum do an WRLD Dead single and then the documentary, if not one more single. I don't think that we're getting the album this Friday, and I don't think the album is named Already Dead. I'm pretty sure Danny Wolf just doesn't really know what he's talking about when it comes to this. Now, I'm not saying he's not on the album. I'm really hoping Feel Alone is on the album, but Danny Wolf has really never gave us any useful information other than just soon or just anything basically that Pete and Bibby were saying during the Party Never Ends rollout. If you want to take his word for it, you can, but I highly doubt we're getting an album this Friday. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I would want to be wrong, but I don't want the album to be named Already Dead either. Now, the very last thing that I want to talk about in this video is that Season is starting a release rental kind of hashtag to try and get it trending. He tweeted out, yo, let's get hashtag release rental trending in honor of its 3-year anniversary. Hopefully we can get the label to make it happen. I need everybody to tweet it. So if you guys want to try and get this to release, that'd be really cool. Rental would be a perfect release song, especially if it was on the documentary, but obviously the documentary is already done, so if there's no really reference to Rental in the documentary, I don't think they would get it on this album. I don't know how this is going to work, if all the songs in the documentary are going to be on the soundtrack or if there will be other songs on the soundtrack that aren't in the documentary. Either way, Season's trying to get Rental to drop, which would be a really good move in my opinion. Alright guys, I think we went over everything. Expect new videos very frequently because I'm just going to be releasing them randomly as we get big chunks of news. So if you guys are new here, make sure to follow me over on Instagram at ComplexProductions999 and my Twitter at ComplexDiscuss. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.